What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It has been a hot minute, very hot minute, since we did any videos on this channel. We're going to try to get it moving again, get it uploaded. We have been focusing more on our video game channel in 2026. I'm just getting a little, exhausted from politics. A little black-pilled, not too much, just a little. So we've been focusing on more fun things, our video games, our movie reviews. You can check those out in the description below. But we always make an exception for our boy, Tom MacDonald. He dropped a new video called Pray for the Left. And we're going to get into it right now with the Cav Reacts. Here we go.
They always said that Charlie Kirk was a Nazi, then they celebrated after they killed him. They tried to tell us the Black Lives Matter and that white people...
I'll say real quick, I'm not going to stop it for every little thing. I just want to stop it for the, say something about the Charlie Kirk thing. If you're ever wondering, which side are the bad guys, I was listening to a talk show earlier, and they had a caller, and he was just like, look, I'm kind of new to politics, and, I hear so many people saying they're the bad guys. He's like, which side's the bad guys? And the host had a good answer, but I'll say this. Look at how they celebrated Charlie Kirk's death. Charlie Kirk wasn't a politician. He didn't have any effect on their lives. He just spoke. And not only did he speak, he gave them a microphone to speak. A lot of these people were everyday people. They weren't famous by any means. They were college students working at 9 to 5. He gave them a microphone and showed them to his audience, which is millions and millions of people. They had more ears and eyeballs on them than they'll ever have in their entire life. They had a chance to change the mind of Charlie Kirk, to change the mind of the world listening. Nobody else did that for them. Nobody on the left, nobody on the right. Charlie Kirk gave them that chance to do so. And they didn't appreciate it at the time. I don't think they'll ever appreciate it. But Charlie Kirk did something amazing. Literally, I have a microphone. Here's a microphone. Speak. Change my mind. And the left thought that was worthy of killing him for. They said that it's justified assassinating him. And that is the overwhelming vast majority of people on the left. There are some exceptions, of course. There's exceptions to everything you could possibly think of in life. But it is the majority. You look at some of these posts celebrating Charlie Kirk's death. They have 500, 600, 700,000 views. Some of them cracking 1 million. Not everyone on the left will say it out loud like some of these crazies. But they'll like and they'll share. And they'll agree with it. And if they don't agree with it, they're still just going to let the crazies run the party because they're too afraid to speak up. The crazies run the party. They dictate what happens. They celebrated a Christian man, father of 2, getting assassinated for speaking. He never physically harmed anybody. If you ask anybody what was the most controversial thing he's ever said that you would say this is why he deserved to die, they'd probably say, oh, because he said there's only 2 genders. That's probably the most controversial thing he said, because nothing triggers the left more than talking about transgenderism. And that's just a fact. That's not even insulting anybody. Like, oh, that you're being insulted. It's like, I'm not even trying to be insulting. That's like saying the grass is green, the sky is blue. It's just a fact. That's not my opinion. It's just what it is. Oh, you think the grass is... Well, I don't think it just is green, the grass. It's just... that's not my opinion. Just like there's male and there's female. There's only 2 sexes. That is it. I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings. It's not like I gotta get off on that, but that's just a fact. It's an undeniable, irrefutable fact. You want to play dress up and you want to pretend, you can go and do that, but you don't have to make us join your delusional world to play by your rules. You're playing make-believe as an adult. Okay, those may be cute when you're 5 or 6, but now we're in the real world. There are rules. There are things. There's male and there's female. There's nothing else. But they would say, just to go back, that was his most controversial opinion, and that was probably the opinion they think he deserved to die over. But that is the left. Those are the liberals. Those are the Democrats. We played it was like almost a half-hour clip or a half-hour montage of clip after clip after clip after clip of liberals, Kamala Harris voters celebrating Charlie Kirk's death. popping champagne. It was like they won the lottery. Like the greatest thing that will ever happen to them in their sad, pathetic lives happened, and that was Charlie Kirk being assassinated. These are sick individuals. These are evil individuals. They are the bad guys. They are the villains. Make no mistake about that.
See, then they celebrated after they killed him. They tried to tell us that Black Lives Matter and that white people have always been villains. They burning flags in the streets and they scream at police, taking illegals to prison. They got rainbows on their bedroom walls, and they swear to God that men can be women. They're scrolling through their TikToks to get the news. They heard that Trump's a fascist. They swear it's true. They set fire to Minnesota.
I do find that funny, the whole fascist thing. It's like he was duly elected by the people, and they want to reverse it. They're going to throw him in jail, kill him, do whatever you can. They're trying to subdue the will of the people, but they're calling us fascists. It's like we voted for him overwhelmingly, and you want to take away our vote. You want to remove him from office. And then you guys are shouting about fascism and all that. It's amazing how retarded they are. That's all you can say.
To get the news, they heard that Trump's a fascist. They swear it's true. They set fire to Minnesota. We smell the fumes. They say that guns are dangerous. Guess they're the proof. They'll shoot that red hat off your head. Then make.
Isn't it funny? Guns are bad. Get them off the streets. But if you're going to do things like kill Charlie Kirk and you're going to kill Christians, you're going to kill white men, then that's okay. They're okay for that. Just like the Hollywood actors and stuff like that. Guns are bad, but I mean, we can use them to make money, of course. But nobody else should have them.
Proof. They'll shoot that red hat off your head. Then make a meme of your last breath. 'Cause you're not like them, so they want you dead. But we'll still pray for the left. They'll say that they're hurt by things we said, and say we deserve it when we're dead. When we're shot in the neck with our last breath, we'll still pray for the left. Praying for the left. They keep saying that
And they'll say that like they want us dead because we have a difference of opinion. Oh, you disagree with me on this policy? Somebody should kill you. That is how they think. We don't think like that. There's exceptions for everything in life. Say you could probably find some like psycho retard in Alabama that says, yeah, we should shoot, left wingers, but the biggest difference is we don't claim them. We deny them. We think they should go to prison. Maybe get up. We don't condone that whenever we never will. But we'll pray for the left. I don't hate them. I don't want anything bad to happen to them. I think they're pieces of shit, but I don't want them to be hurt, physically hurt. That doesn't bring me joy. That doesn't bring me happiness. I don't want to ever see that. Even some of the ones that have some more despicable opinions. But they'll never say that about us. They'll certainly never say that about me or about Charlie Kirk. That is the biggest difference when you're wondering who's the bad guy here. They have an evil in their hearts that I can't even, like, sometimes I can put myself in other people's shoes even if I disagree with them. Like, all right, let me try to think the way they're thinking, see things the way they see it. I can no longer do that with the left because I can't in any shape or form justify, the killing of an innocent person just because we have a disagreement. And that is how they think.
Breath, we'll still pray for the left, praying for the left. They keep saying that ICE are the Nazis, so they're buying guns and tracking positions. Go tell the parents of the kids who were killed. Illegal immigrants are really the victims. They say America ain't safe.
And that's the funny thing about ICE is, first of all, Obama and even Bill Clinton and many of the other presidents, their numbers are way, way, way higher than Trump's. Like, Trump's got to step it up. He's not doing good enough, in my opinion, with the deportations and all that. But they never had a problem with that before. They never had a problem. They didn't care. Obama was literally called the deporter-in-chief. He was interviewed by it. I think it was NBC. I could be wrong. It would have been CNN. They even asked him, like, don't you think you should chill out with the deportations? And Obama said, you can go watch the clip. You can go look it up. Even Obama said, well, we have laws in this country, and I'm the commander-in-chief. I got to obey the laws. That's what it is, right? We have laws. You came here illegally. You can't be here. wow, damn, I actually agree with Obama for once. He's right. And the funniest thing is, just real quick about the laws, all of Joe Biden's presidencies, what do we hear from the left? Nonstop. No one's above the law, right? You see that tweet over and over and over and over and over again. No one's above the law. No one's above the law. No one's above the law. Did you notice not one single Democrat has tweeted that out since? Not one. Because now they want to bend the rules for the illegal immigrants. Because they always try to throw immigrant. Oh, you don't like immigrants? You don't like immigrant? Who said? You're dropping the word illegal. That's very specific. Illegal immigrants. They're not criminals. They broke the law. I can't trespass on my neighbor's property. He has a big no trespassing sign. I can't do that. I'm not allowed to be there. I'm in a spot where I'm not supposed to be. That's what they're doing. You must say, oh, they're such sweethearts. They're such sweeties. Well, regardless, we have laws. We either have laws or we don't. We either got to play by the rules or we don't. And like the left-winger said, like the Democrats said, right? You guys said it, not me. You said it. No one's above the law. These illegals came here. Illegally. Key word. And we have laws. And by the way, they're offering $3,000 and paying for their trip to get out of here if you self-deport. And the ability to come back. That's a hell of a deal. No other president offered that. I would take that in a second. $3,000 and come right back. Just do it the right way. It is amazing. It is amazing. It's like the left. They certainly don't do their homework. Look up Obama. Look how many people he deported. Look how many people Bill Clinton deported. Just don't take my word for it. I know you're gonna hate me. You're gonna hate Tom. That's fine. But go do your homework. Go research that. It'll blow your freaking mind.
Killed illegal immigrants are really the victims. They say.
So I'll say real quick because they go like boo-hoo for people like Renee Good and this Alex, whatever his name is, when they're fighting law enforcement. And if I see somebody, the cops trying to arrest somebody, whether they're a murderer or rapist, and I get in the middle of them and start pushing them, what do you think is going to happen? I can't do that. That is illegal. I'm impeding their arrest. No one's above the law, right? Remember that one? So I don't feel bad for them. Sorry, you're trying to impede law enforcement. What did you think was going to happen exactly? Seriously, like, what did you think was the end result? Like, they would be like, oh, okay, our bad. We're not going to arrest this person now. We're going home. What were you thinking? And they boo-hoo for them, people breaking the law. But for Laken Riley and Jocelyn, a lot of other young boys and girls who were raped and murdered, some of these illegals, murdered and raped them, chopped them up in little bits. It's some of those gruesome, horrific things you could possibly think of. And the left doesn't cry for them. They don't give a shit. The same thing with the Black Lives Matter stuff. They'll boo-hoo when they get a white cop specifically shooting a black man. But young black kids are dying every single day in places like Chicago and Philadelphia and other silly cities all across the country. And they don't give a damn. It's selective fake outrage. They don't give a shit about you unless they can use your death for political gain. That is what the Democrats do. That is who they are. They don't give a shit. They never give a shit about George Floyd or any of these other people that died. They just wanted to use them for political gain, and that was it. That was all they were to them. You have a little girl get raped and murdered by an illegal, and they say nothing. Nothing. All these celebrities wearing pins for Renee Good. They didn't wear one for Laken Riley or any of these other people. That's why it's like, miss me with that shit. It's bullshit. I know it's bullshit. So I don't care.
Are really the victims. They say America ain't safe if you're black or trans or gay. I think it's way more dangerous to be a Christian. Y'all started acting different back when Anthony Fauci made you keep the ones you love at a distance. They're scrolling through their TikToks, Antifa clips. They say that Trump is Hitler. They're mad they missed.
It's got a bob. It's got a bob.
Feel is how it is, and conservatives are evil. We shouldn't live They'll shoot that red hat off your head, then make a meme of your last breath.
God, I don't have hair.
'Cause you're not like them, so they want you dead, but we'll still pray for the left. They'll say that they're hurt by things we said, they say we deserve it when we're dead. When we're shot in the neck with our last breath, we'll still pray for the left. Scratching swastikas and Teslas ain't gonna change a thing.
It's a serious topic, but the whole song's a freaking bop. I gotta give it to him.
When we're shot in the neck with our last breath, we'll still pray for the left. Scratching swastikas and Teslas ain't gonna change a thing. You can burn our cities down, but we'll just make...
That was the most retarded thing. Like the freaking idiots on the left didn't realize that there's cameras all over the Teslas. And it's like, oh, maybe they just don't understand cars. You know, they don't understand the ins and outs and the technical. Okay, sure. But after like the 20th time of the viral videos being spread, you think they would get it? Like, all right, there's cameras. There's one literally right by my house. I remember I'm watching the video and I'm like, is that my LA Fitness? Like I live down the street from there, but all these viral videos, it's like, bro, there's cameras all over the place. What were you thinking? It was such a like weird outrage, right? Go green, but one of the greenest companies on the planet we're going to vandalize. So fucking retarded.
Scratching swastikas and Teslas ain't gonna change a thing. You can burn our cities down, but we'll just make them great again. Oh, they hate us cause they say that we are full of hate. They wanna kill all the police trying to keep them safe. They'll shoot that badge of yours right off your chest. They want a civil war. Pray for the left.
Don't need prayers if we do a
They'll shoot
civil war.
that red hat off your head, then make a meme of your last breath. 'Cause you're not like them, so they want you
The hook goes hard.
Still pray for the left. They'll say that they're hurt by things we said. They say we deserve it when we're dead. When we're shot in the neck with our last breath, we'll still pray for the left. Praying for the left.
Hey, man. Shout out Nova. I really enjoyed that one. That was a bop. I mean, it was a very serious topic, very serious thing. People are like, oh, you stopped the video too much. I always see the comments. Usually I don't stop it enough, you know, or I stop it too much. This is what I do here. This is the channel. You know, I can't have, if you guys enjoy this channel, consider liking, subscribing. We appreciate you having you along. I do take criticism. You guys got some things I should start doing. You know, I take all kind of criticism, and I do appreciate it. But yeah, let me know what you thought of this video below. What you thought about the topics he talked of. I always love to hear your guys' opinions on everything. I'm not a great speaker, so if that was a little bumbly and stuff, that's just the way I am. Sorry about that. It was one thing in school that I always got points taken off. They were like, in so many words, my presentations were horrible. But that's just the way I am. I'm not a speaker. That's why, you know, we kind of just wing it here. We just wing it. And we hope you guys appreciate that. Leave me recommendations in the comments below. Another video of Tom MacDonald's, somebody else's, it doesn't matter. Music artist, you're like, you should react to this, Gav. React to this right now. Drop it in the comments below. Music video, movie trailer, commercial, whatever it may be. Do appreciate you guys. Hit that like button if you guys could. It does go a long way. Tom MacDonald hit it out of the park with this one. Excellent. It was fun. It was good. It was a bop. And I'm glad to be back, guys. I'm glad to be back, and we'll see you guys on the next video.